hell? What are you doing? You stupid cunt!
G'day everyone. Today's the day I use my Forcite helmet for the first time. I've waited a long time for it. I'm pretty excited. So let me get my gear on and we'll go for a ride.
Okay guys, here we go. This is the first ride with my new helmet. And it fits really well actually. The one gripe I do have is the cheek pads are a little bit tight, so my lips are squished together. But I've emailed Forcite and I just have to say their customer service is second to none. They've been awesome. When I tried on the helmet, I felt that the cheek pads were a bit too tight around my face, and they said no worries, we will send out a pair of thinner pads for you at no extra charge. And you know, I was happy to pay for them, to be honest with you, but no, they wanted to do it free of charge, which is good. But yeah, here we are. It fits really well. I'm so excited that I got this. I think it looks pretty cool too. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think, because I think it, even though it's a bit plain, I still think it looks pretty striking, if you like. The vision out of it is really good. As you can see, I'm wearing the tinted visor. This came with 3 visors. I got the tinted one, which I'm wearing obviously. There's a clear visor, and also the iridium, which is like that chrome finished look on the visor, which looks really cool too. But being a sunny day, I went with the tinted. So I hope you guys can hear me alright. The wind noise in this helmet is, I guess, standard. I'm just going, you know, the normal speed limit, and it's not deafening by any means, but I can hear everything around me. I can hear the wind to some extent around the helmet. I'll also point out that my windscreen is at the lowest setting as well, so this bike naturally tends to blow wind in your face. I'm on a Triumph Tiger 1200, and the aerodynamics of it, I don't know if it's the bike or if it's my height, because I'm quite a tall person. I seem to get hit with a lot of wind, and I get a lot of wind noise in this helmet. Well, not in this helmet, in every helmet. So I'm going to go to the motorway and see what it's like, obviously for the wind noise in the helmet, but also see what it sounds like for you guys, like watching this. I don't know how the sound is coming through for you guys, but hopefully you can hear me fine. Now, I mentioned before that I was wearing the tinted visor because it was a sunny day. Obviously, you don't have to keep changing out the visor depending on the weather. You can, and I'll show you when I open this. It does have an internal sun visor, so I'm just learning where it is. I think it's here. Flip that down. So if you've got the clear visor on, you can just flip down your sun visor as well. Also good if you have prescription glasses or prescription sunglasses. Apparently you can wear glasses underneath this helmet. I don't need to wear prescriptions, and due to the tinted visor, I don't need to wear sunnies as well. But if you wear glasses, this helmet is good for you too. Okay, so the camera on this helmet shoots at 1080p. Unfortunately, it's not 4K. I know we're in the age of 4K TVs, and we've even got some 8K displays as well. But you know what? 1080p is still good. It is still high definition technically. So I think the vision that you guys are seeing should be pretty clear. Now the helmet is located right in front of the helmet here. It's kind of where my nose is. And I think that's a really good position. The other thing that this helmet has is a heads-up display. Now you guys can't see it in the helmet, but what I'll do is I'll show you the demo mode in this video at some point. But essentially what it does is it's got a light bar right at the front of my nose, so it's not obscuring my view in any way. And how it works is, let's just say you're using navigation on your phone. What it will do, it will give you your directions, and you'll get your audible instructions. So this does have your earpieces in the helmet so you can hear everything. But it'll also give you the visual cues. So if you need to turn left, the GPS will do its normal thing and say, you know, turn left, and the light bar will indicate left. So you get obviously both your audible and also your visual. The other cool thing with this helmet is if you have your GPS set for a certain destination, and just say somewhere along that line there's an accident, it will determine that the journey will take longer than normal. And then what would happen is it will recalculate for you and avoid, you know, the area of traffic and take you the quickest route, which I think is really clever. I know GPS systems can do that anyway, but it's good that this can do it as well. Especially on a bike, it's just keeping you safer, keeping you away from banked up traffic. You know, the more we can get away from more cars, the better, I think. And the other trusty thing, as we come onto the motorway, is this helmet will detect speed cameras and police. So the light bar will flash red and blue to let you know of any speed traps coming up, which I think is really clever. It will, you know, it's keeping us safer. Because when you're on a bike, let's be honest, you can't help but resist to go a bit quick sometimes. Okay, we're coming onto the motorway now. I'm just going to test out the wind noise with the windscreen all the way down to see what it's like. It is getting a lot louder in here. Okay, the wind noise is pretty atrocious actually. Let me put this windscreen up, see if that helps. I think it will. Up it goes, up it goes. And yeah, look, that's quietened it down a lot. A hell of a lot, actually. That's a lot better. The disadvantage being at quite a warm day today, it's 30 degrees. I'm not getting that breeze on my head, but that's alright. It's just flashed yellow on the light bar, and it said, Forcite has detected a hazard in the road up ahead. That is really cool. That is bloody awesome. So let's see if it's telling the truth, if there is a hazard up ahead. Okay, it's just given me a warning to say that it's 150 meters from my location. Now, I can see 150 meters ahead. I can't see any hazards, although there is some roadworks coming up. It was more than 150 meters away. Maybe it's old information and it hasn't updated yet. Not 100%, but at least that option is there, and I think it will improve over time with software updates and everything like that. Now, riding on the highway, the audible cues don't come through very clearly. It is quite hard to hear. I might have a look at changing the headphone location, perhaps. I don't know. Now, the weight of this helmet is quite light. It feels really good on my head. It's when, you know, changing lanes and stuff, it's easy to turn my head. It's not difficult at all, not heavy, doesn't feel cumbersome. So what is the point of having a smart helmet? Look, there's a number of reasons. One, people like to record their journeys. This, as I'm doing right now, this gives me the capability of recording my journey without needing to mount GoPros on my helmet and having this cumbersome stuff all over the helmet. I also don't need my intercom piece connected to the side, you know, so I've got that, I've got, you know, a helmet here, a camera here, a camera there, camera on my head. You know, it looks a bit ridiculous. This is all in one package. So I think from that aspect, I think it's quite good. Now, I do know that Forcite have done a lot of strength testing on the camera module on the front, because the battery pack and everything is in there as well. So they want to maintain the safety and the integrity of the helmet, so they did a lot of rigorous testing on this helmet to make sure that it was safe to wear and you know, keep you safe in an accident. So they've done all that testing. It's met and exceeded all the safety recommendations, and I think it's pretty clever. Like a smart helmet that can tell you when there's hazards ahead, as it did previously. I didn't see anything on the road, but when I stopped it was actually saying along this motorway hazards have been detected. So perhaps further down the road, I turned around, so perhaps further down the road there were hazards. But it lets you know when there's speed cameras or police ahead. It can help you navigate without having to look down at your phone all the time. It will give you the navigation through your helmet with both an audible cue and a visual reference with the light bar. That light bar is not intrusive at all. You know, you can see it in your peripherals, but it doesn't blind you. So, you know, what does Forcite do from here? I think, you know, they can make a lot of improvements. The camera, I think, in the future, they'll upgrade it to maybe 4K. I think the fit of the helmet is quite good. I'm sure they can add different elements there. But think of it from a motorsport perspective. How cool would it be when, just say, a MotoGP rider can communicate with his team in real time, you know, when doing a practice, you know, saying, hey, on this particular corner at this point in time, like right now, the bike is doing this. And they can look at the data, you know, straight away and work on things. I think it's a really cool idea. And you know, with dash cam footage and stuff these days on a lot of cars, I think it's good if motorcyclists can have a lot of, you know, their own dash cam footage. But ultimately, guys, I think this helmet is really good. You know, I spent my own money on this helmet. I wasn't supplied this from Forcite. I was lucky enough to put my order in early, and I was one of the first 1,000 people to do so. It took a while to get to me, but that's understandable due to COVID restrictions. You know, that really put a lot of pressure on a lot of companies in terms of, you know, deliveries and stuff like that. If I was to look at the positive, Forcite made a lot of improvements to the helmet due to the COVID restrictions and the slowing down of the manufacturing process. They actually changed a lot of things to make the helmet better. So for that, I'm grateful. Forcite have been incredible in their communication on what's been happening. We've all been a bit, I guess, annoyed, not necessarily at them, but I think at the whole situation. But look, I think most of us have got our helmets now. They're about to release another batch of helmets to the general public, but I will have a review coming up shortly. This is just a little quick video, just a quick first impressions of what I think. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. If you hate yourself, give it a dislike, and please subscribe. You know, I plan on doing more videos on motorcycle stuff, not just gear, but also just rides. You know, I want to ride around certain parts. I live in Queensland in Australia, and I'd like to do a lot of trips around Queensland, film it and show you guys. You know, with COVID and travel restrictions, a lot of you can't travel, especially if there's any international people watching this. You might want to see parts of Australia that you know, you might be interested in. So I would really appreciate if you subscribe, guys, if you like the video, and also hit that bell icon. That will keep you notified when I post anything new on the channel. But until next time, guys, ride safe, and I'll see you again. See you guys.
So there we go, guys. That's the first use of the helmet. Pretty impressed with it, actually. I will do, as I stated earlier, a more in-depth review a bit later on. I did mention throughout the video the light bar function, so let me demonstrate that now for you.
Welcome to your new Forcite helmet. Let me show you how it works. First, we scan the area for alerts using our magic software, then display it to you. Like this. Traffic ahead. Road hazard detected. Adverse weather imminent. Police reported nearby. Speed camera ahead. And don't forget happy hour. We can help you navigate. Turn left. Turn right. We're also watching out for bad drivers. Video recording. Now that I've shown you the ropes, let's hit the road.